Well, the Research and Experimentation Tax Credit encourages technology-based companies to invest additional resources in the research, development, and testing of various products and services. But the credit, federal credit, expired in December. Here now to talk about the chances of reinstatement and the credit's Indiana impact is David Hull, a partner in the tax specialty firm of Hull Knarr. David, welcome to the program. Give us a thumbnail. This is a tax credit that can be wildly popular in some states, not as much in Indiana, at least to this point. Federal tax credit, right?
Yes. The research tax credit is a reward for businesses in the form of a general business credit for efforts to improve their product or the process. What this code does is it outlines certain research activities, then the expenses associated with those activities, mainly the wages of the individuals involved, the supplies consumed, outside contracting, will plug into a very convoluted formula, and at the other end, hopefully and usually will spit a very nice tax credit.
And really focus primarily on technology-based companies?
Any company that's moving technology forward can take advantage of it, theoretically. That being said, the vast majority of the beneficiaries of this tax credit are manufacturers and engineering firms.
All right. And importantly, not just the big firms. I know you've worked with all kinds of firms, big and small. Yeah. The Lillys and Roches and others would be, I think, prime candidates, but small to mid-sized companies can take advantage.
Yes, my firm works with all size companies, but I grew up in the family business. I kind of a focus on that small and the medium-sized companies, 200 million and below. And I'm very high on what they bring to the table. The vast amount of research and development in this country is being done by small and medium-sized companies. Dr. Jenkinson's company is a great example of that. And they are the ones that we want to promote.
In terms of states that really take advantage of this, I know I saw some numbers that Maryland, for example, huge dollars in this tax credit. Indiana, not nearly as much.
Yes, Indiana, of about, I think, 15 of the 50 states in the country have some kind of state-level research and experimentation tax credit. Indiana's is probably near the top on the benefit. And it piggybacks onto the federal. Now it's out through 2013.
Yeah. But and then the federal has expired. Will it be renewed? Is there any doubt?
Oh,
that
absolutely.
It will be renewed?
Keep in mind how it's very popular. It's only been temporary in the fact that Congress was waiting for a final form regulation to see what they voted on. But when it comes to Washington, one side of the aisle likes any business tax credit, and the other side likes anything that associates them with high tech.
Right.
So we expect it to be renewed for another year and then made permanent probably early next year.
What, as we wrap up here, is awareness a big an issue?
Oh, it's huge. I see the full gamut of those companies. I've had companies that put laser beams on satellites that didn't think they should qualify for the credit. I've had companies that designed furniture that thought they had a huge credit coming. I would say probably only about 1 or 2 out of 10 companies in Indiana are taking advantage of this.
What's the key, and what is if you could give a message to some of those companies out there who are thinking about this now, what's your sales payment? Why should they really focus in on that? The benefits, I guess, are potentially lucrative.
Oh, they've been colossal. I've seen companies that were high tech get to the point where they've guaranteed that they'll never pay Indiana tax for several years to come.
All right. Well, we'll be following that in the days and weeks ahead. David Hull from Hull Knarr. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you soon. Well, coming up, the best high school basketball